Поэтому сегодня я хочу обратиться ко всем гражданам России. Не как президент. Я обращаюсь к российским гражданам как гражданин Украины.
This video is brought to you by G24 News. It is reported that Russia has begun a large-scale military attack on Ukraine. President Vladimir Putin gave orders for the invasion. Despite all the talks held between Vladimir Putin and all the world leaders, he still gave orders to start the biggest and the most dangerous invasion since World War II. The war started when Putin announced the military operation in Ukraine. The explosions were heard all over the capital Kyiv in the eastern Ukraine. Huge blasts were also heard along the south of Ukraine. On the borders, Russia carried out high-precision missile strikes and air forces were also used. Troops marched into Ukraine from the border of Belarus, which is an ally of Russia. Many tanks and military trucks were seen moving into Ukraine. There have also been reports of troops landing by sea at the Black Sea port in the south. Just after the war officially started, 10 civilians were believed to be killed in an airstrike. And around 40 soldiers also died, with many wounded. The Ukrainian armed forces said they had shot down 5 Russian planes and a helicopter, which Russia denies, and inflicted casualties on invading troops. But later on Thursday, President Zelensky said Ukraine had suffered losses and a lot of aircraft and armored vehicles had been destroyed. Social media testimonies speak to a growing sense of panic, with some saying they're being rushed into bomb shelters and into basements. Television footage has showed people praying in the streets. U.S. President Joe Biden said Mr. Putin had chosen a premeditated war that will bring a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering. This will be the Third World War, as experts say. This is the biggest invasion in Europe since World War II. As per reports, it is also said the U.S. will defend every inch of NATO territory, while adding that additional forces will also be deployed to Germany to bolster NATO. This war will affect the whole world drastically. The Queen also went underground when the war broke out, as it is the state of emergency. The whole Ukraine is shutting down and the prices in oil spike up just after the start of the invasion. Officials also say that Ukraine is no longer holding the Chernobyl state and Russia is taking over. Ukraine's parliament has voted to approve a national state of emergency in response to the threat of a Russian invasion. The country also declared the state of war right when the first explosion was heard in the eastern Ukraine. It is also said that too late for anything to stop now. It is officially the start of the World War III, and despite the joint efforts of all the world leaders to stop the war from happening, it still broke out. How will the war proceed? Does Putin know the consequences of the war? And what will be the result? Keep watching G24 News to uncover the truth. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.